Welcome to Spirits of Norway Vineyard. We're glad you're joining us today. Just to give you a little bit of background on our vineyard was planted in 2012. We currently grow 3 different varietals. We have a 1-acre vineyard with 650 vines in the ground. Our varietals are the Brianna, which is a white grape that produces a semi-sweet white wine. We also have Marquette grapes, which produce a red wine, very similar to middle-of-the-road red, like a Merlot or some of the Italian reds. And then our third varietal is a Petite Pearl, is a very, very dark purple, almost black fruit, smaller than average size, and the Petite Pearl will produce a wine very similar to a Cabernet Sauvignon. Currently our Brianna has been harvested already, and our Marquette, and here we are into the first week in October, and our Petite Pearl is still hanging. We plan on harvesting this coming weekend. We have our volunteer team of harvesters all ready and excited to join us for Harvest Day. And we always provide a real nice lunch for our volunteer harvesters, and we pay them in a bottle of Spirits of Norway award-winning wine. Part of the process of harvesting is that you want to make sure that you grab the cluster, and you want to get your cutting tool in there, and you want to be just very careful, and you want to cut the vine so that you can hold on to your cluster. You don't want the cluster of grapes to fall and get damaged. They go right from the vine into a bucket, and then once the grapes have filled up the buckets, all the buckets get run up to the winery, and we run them through the crusher destemmer, and then from the crusher destemmer they will go into fermentation tanks. Fermentation process is about a week to 10 days depending on temperatures, and then after the fermentation process is complete, then we have to take the skins and seeds off the wine, and that is done with bladder presses. You put all the pulp, everything into this bladder press, and then this water jacket inside there fills up with water, and it presses just the juice out so that we discard the skins and seeds. And we have a dairy farmer friend up the road, and we like to take the skins and seeds and feed them to his dairy cows. They really get have a lot of fun with that, and they end up with red grape juice all around their noses and their lips. So it's very fun, something fun to do with all of the skins and stems and all the things that would normally just get discarded. Our vineyard, we have chosen to go with those 3 varietals because these are hybrid wine grapes. Okay, these are not Concord grapes, which make good jams and jellies. These are not table grapes. These grapes have been genetically engineered by the University of Minnesota to be cold climate grapes. These grapes will withstand temperatures of minus 35, which is very typical here in our Wisconsin winters. And they're also hybrid grapes, again, genetically engineered to produce high quality wines. An example of that is our Marquette is the cousin to Frontenac and the grandson of Pinot Noir. So along the family tree in the grape vines, the Pinot Noir has descendants, and our Marquette is the grandson of Pinot Noir. So just a little bit of background on our grapes, and we're excited that we have this last harvest coming up, and I think it's time now to go into the winery, and let's see what Sandy the winemaker is doing. Now that we talked about the grapes from the vineyard, what happens to them next? Let's go inside the winery. Let's see what Sandy's doing. Here we have some inventory ready to be pulled out of stock for shipping. We have several different flavors of wine. These are ready to go in our shipping department here. And if I could introduce you to Sandy Johnson. Sandy Johnson is the Vice President of Spirits of Norway Vineyard, and Sandy is also the winemaker. What are you doing, Sandy?
I'm bottling wine. After the wine is in tank aging, we go through the filter process. I've done that already, and this wine is ready to bottle. So we're in our bottling process. So first the wine goes in through the filler, and then we put it in the corker. It's a handy dandy little tool. You just push buttons and bada bing, bada boom. We got a cork. And it goes into the labeler. And then over I'm getting a capsule. And this one is all ready to go. This one's one of our prized grapes from the vineyard. This is Petite Pearl. We'll be harvesting that this weekend. So this is actually bottled from 2016 harvest.
Sandy and I thank you very much for taking the virtual tour with us of our vineyard and our winery. Our award-winning, handcrafted, locally made wines are available on our website, which is spiritsofnorwayvineyard.com. Our wines are also available at several retail locations that we have partnered up with. If you'd like to taste our wines, we have several wine tasting and special events planned. So for our retail partners, where you can buy our wines and our special events and tasting events, please follow our Facebook page and keep an eye on our website for all the different events that we have coming up in the near future. Thank you.